Hi guys! As I promised in the last video, which was about composition, I will give you some homework today. What I want you to do, I want you to take some of your old photos which you think can be improved and bring them in some editing software and try to crop them by using some of rules we were talking about in my last lesson. For example, you can use rule of third, of course, and see how you can improve your pictures. And I want you to post your composition before and composition after picture on my Facebook wall. You know what, guys? I wanted to do it that you can post your pictures in the folder directly on my Facebook page, but I just couldn't figure it out how to do it. I knew that it was possible before for Facebook, but now I just couldn't figure it out. They changed everything. Isn't it annoying when they change stuff all the time? So I need your help. If somebody knows how to do it, please let me know. But for now, you can place your pictures on my wall, and then I will place them in composition lesson 9 homework folder. And I want everybody to go and check out before and after pictures of other people and comment on them and think if the composition was really improved or no. And I think this kind of helps us to think about composition better. I'm not telling you that this is the option, go shoot pictures and then come and crop them down. Sometimes you will need to do it, but it's not the option. You're not thinking like, oh, I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to crop it. So this is just for us to train our eye and think better what the good composition is. And we will have a nice discussion about that, of course. And for those who didn't watch my lesson 9, please go and watch it because that might help you with your homework, of course. And now I'm going to show you how to crop your pictures in Photoshop and Lightroom. Those two I use all the time, so let's get started. Let's start with Lightroom first. Here we have a picture of me in the Grand Canyon. Let's see what can we do with this picture. I think that the most distracting thing in this picture are the people, especially this guy which is kind of half cut. So let's crop the picture. To crop the picture you have to go to Develop module and select the crop tool. As soon as you select crop tool, you will see that the box appears around the picture. And also the grid appears too, which is actually a rule of third, which can be very helpful with composition. Let's try to crop it. If you want the picture to keep its proportions, you will have to hold the Shift key when you drag the corners of the picture. See how it's keeping its proportions. Okay, let's put them in the middle first. What do you think about this? I think this looks much better. You can also try to put me in the rule of third. Let's see. Remember, by the rule of third, you put your main subject where those lines intersect. So you split the picture by 2 lines into 3 parts horizontally and vertically. And where those lines intersect, you place your subject. This looks pretty good too. You can also try to make this picture vertical instead of horizontal. To do this, you can do it like this. Let's see, maybe a little bigger. This looks pretty good too, right? Or we can Actually even change the picture's proportions. Sometimes square format looks really nice. To create the square format, we can go right here where you have custom, and then you click on the ratio 1:1, and you will get a square format picture. I think this looks pretty good. We can also crop all the way in. Let's change the ratio back to 6:4. Of course, I wouldn't recommend you such a heavy cropping for your pictures because you will lose the picture quality. It also depends on your camera, how many megapixels your camera has. With some cameras you can blow up picture bigger, with some cameras you can't, and when you crop too much you will get a really bad quality. So you understood the principle. What can we do with our pictures? Let me show you a few more examples. Let's take a look at this one. As you can see, the horizon is totally crooked on this picture. I think the straight horizon will look much better. So let's get our crop tool and let's align our horizon. What I like about Lightroom, that as soon as you start to turn the picture, this grid shows up. See? And it really helps with aligning the horizon. Also, I would put this boat in the rule of third mode. I really think this looks much better. Also, in this picture, well, I should have paid attention before I took it. As you can see, there is a bunch of distracting stuff right here on the edges. It will look much better without it. And once again, we are putting our subject in the rule of third. Much better, right? Now your eye goes straight to the goal. Let's take a look at another picture. Here's the picture of the baby. I think it features the baby's eyes really nice. They're in the rule of third and our eye goes straight to the eyes as it's supposed to be in the portrait. But this wasn't original picture which was taken. The original picture looked like this. See, you can play with your compositions in a different ways and try different things. And that's what I want you to do. And then we can have a nice discussion which compositions we like better. And now I will show you how to change your composition, how to crop your pictures in Photoshop. So let me open this picture in Photoshop. Okay, we are in Photoshop now, and the crop tool in Photoshop is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th tube from the top if you have one strip of tools. It looks like this. To crop the picture in Photoshop, we have to highlight the picture. And if we want to see a rule of third, and I think it's probably new for CS5. I don't think they had this. I'm not sure it's CS4. You have to assign here either you want rule of third or maybe you want a grid. So I like the Lightroom better because you don't have to switch between both, because you have a rule of third all the time, and as soon as you would like to rotate, you have the grid appears automatically. So as you can see, we can crop picture right here. Then we could double click, and here you go, the picture is cropped. Actually, when I need to crop my pictures, I prefer to do it in Lightroom, because in Lightroom you still can have an original. You can always go back to the original just in case you change your mind. But in Photoshop you have to create a backup file with original before you crop, because Photoshop doesn't create that file automatically, and when you do any changes to your picture, you will have these changes and you can't go back when you close the program. So if you own Photoshop and Lightroom, I would do the cropping in Lightroom all the time. When you of course need to crop your pictures. It's better to take a pictures without the need to crop, but I just want to let you know that if you need to, you should do it in Lightroom. So you just saw how I did it. So now I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for your pictures on my Facebook wall. Please go to my Facebook page. The link to my Facebook page is below. And post your before and after picture on my wall. And remember, I'm gonna put them in composition lesson 9 folder, where you can go and comment on the pictures. Thank you for watching. I hope this will help you to think about your composition better. If yes,